You too. Welcome back to Intellectually Speaking, episode 6. If you new, thank you for tuning in. If you returning, welcome back. As you can see, we got the fam, we got Kent, Sarah, Eli in the building. I'm your host, Matt. Thank you for tuning in. So for this episode, we're going to talk about education, the importance of education, and some of the concerns we have with the educational system of today. So the first topic we're going to get into is the importance of education and the power of knowledge.
Importance of education, man. I feel like it is important to be educated, to, know things going on, you know what I'm saying, know what you know. Basically, a higher education that you know, like, it could be about aliens. I don't know, the dumbest things, but you know what I'm saying? If you know what you know, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but I think education can be important. It depends on what you're learning, though, I feel like. But, I feel like, honestly, bro, I feel like whatever you learn, that's good for you. Like, you doing something that you're expanding your mind is something that, not many people pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Certain things. So I feel like anything that you like educate yourself on, I feel like, yeah, that's where it's at. Because, of course we're gonna talk more about it, but teachers in high school, middle school, even elementary, what they taught us, I probably say elementary taught me the best. Taught me the color green. Like, bro, it taught me 1 + 1, you feel me? All that other stuff, man, I feel like, man, it's for the birds. I honestly my mama could have taught me that, or I could have just like went through life and learned it by myself, probably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we definitely gonna get into that.
Education is very important, honestly. That's something nobody can take from you. Like, once you're educated, like, you got that, you got it. Like, you're good. And knowledge is power. And I feel like applying your knowledge is important, and, passing on your knowledge, it's all essential to me.
Yeah, like y'all was saying, it's very important to be educated, and that's with anything that you want to pursue, anything you want to learn, just educate yourself. The power of knowledge I feel like you're very dangerous when you know and you can't be manipulated. So it's like you know what you know, and you're able to teach others too. So education and knowledge is very important at the end of the day.
Agreed. 1,000%.
1,000%, bro. 1,000%.
You might as well throw a milli.
Alright, so the importance of education, it's just big for you just being able to navigate through the world, being able to make the right decisions, learn from your experiences and whatnot. Power of knowledge. It's important to just be able to build that over the course of your life, because like knowledge, like ignorant people can be the most dangerous people, I'd say. Like, just because they don't know the circumstances of some of the things that other people might be going through, and that can be a detriment to them and other people.
It's true.
Definitely. Oh, also, should I save this for later? Or should I say this now? It's kind of like my take on the education and power of knowledge. So, y'all know about y'all left brain and right brain, right? Or do y'all want me to elaborate? All right, so your left brain deals with your logic. So that includes like your being analytical, critical thinking, things of that nature. Your right brain is your creative side. So that deals with your arts, your emotional intelligence, your intuition, things of that nature. So I feel like with education, that feeds your left brain. Like everything that we learn in school feeds your left brain, your brain of logic.
Mm-hmm.
Your right brain, I feel, comes from life experience, what you learn in the world, like your creative side. And I'll touch on that later. I'll touch on a little bit of your right brain later, but
Glad you said that,
yeah.
champ. I like that.
On into the second question. Do y'all feel like what y'all learned in school prepare y'all for real life, for the real life, the real world?
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah,
Not even close.
Same here.
Nope. Not at all.
Elaborate first.
God, where do you start? Like,
Right.
they didn't prepare us for. They lied to us. You know what I'm saying? They taught us irrelevant. Sorry, completely just. I mean, they take our time and they just feed us full, and they don't really sit us down and talk to us about taxes and, you know what I'm saying, basic adult stuff that we're gonna run into if we survive. So like they set us up. Like I can name, like I always use this example, like I can name you like 5 different types of triangles, but I really don't know much about, I don't know, it's so much. But no, they did not prepare us. I'm gonna just stop.
Facts.
Shoot, I feel like, of course, man, they didn't do jack. I feel like the best thing in the school system nowadays, well, I think for real, bro, I think the best thing is like your extracurricular activities. Something that you like basketball, take that on, you might do something with it. Like art, for instance, art class. I know a lot of people, like when I was in high school, I know they hated art class, bro. My little, I was like, I was ready, bro. I was ready. And, you know, stuff like band, chorus, stuff like that, I feel like is good for school. But when we go to like math, reading, science, I mean, science was cool because I love to like do experiments, but like when was we gonna do that if we ain't doing it, if we ain't trying to be no scientists? Like, we ain't never gonna do that. I'll probably mix some inside my, you feel me? But that's, we never go, you feel me? I'll probably mix some Kool-Aid, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, they didn't teach us jack. Honestly, I don't remember. And I'm gonna be a buck, like going into college, they didn't prepare me about the real world after, cause like, bro, I told y'all, my first semester, bro, it was like, I ain't at the parent. I'm about to turn up. It's lit. Like, school what, man? What is this? What are you talking about? But, and even with the schoolwork that I got, like nowadays, I basically cheat because like I don't remember nothing. That's another thing they expect you to remember from middle school up. Like no, bruh. No, that's dope. That's
bro, I'm glad you said that because I don't know how y'all feel about like with the report cards or progress reports, bro. Like I've always felt like your grade doesn't determine how smart you are, bro.
It does.
Like and same with the testing. Like, that's just your comprehension of what they taught you.
I'm glad you said that, nigga. Cause yo,
bruh. Tests, bro. What is it? SAT and ACT. That shit is wild. The fact that your scores really determine, they mean more than your GPA. Like you could, bruh.
Yeah, preach, dog. Go ahead.
Like, please, somebody, whoever came up with the system was confused because why would you send me through a 4-year high school career and then everything is determined by this test? And not only is it hella pressure, so a lot of people don't perform as well as they could because they hype it up so much. and they make it seem so important, and it really don't matter. It does not matter, and I don't even think you can't retake that test. That's everything that they do. They hype it up so much. They're like, don't cheat. Like people are watching you. You gotta sit far away from people. Like why y'all doing this?
I was nervous.
Yeah, I was nervous too. Like they made it seem like it was do or die, and then God forbid you have a low score, and then you feel dumb, like you feel like you're not good enough, and it's just like, bro, that test really doesn't determine shit. Nope. It really doesn't. It doesn't mean shit. Doesn't. All these tests, everything, it's just pointless.
See, I was a terrible test taker, like my whole life, bro. Like I would have middle school. I ain't gonna lie, middle school, I was on like honor roll and all that. But when it came to tests, I would fail. Like I think the highest I would get was a C. You feel me? Cause like doing the homework, yeah, that's cool. But like, you know, they break it down, probably show you what to do. But in the test, it's always something. It's always just, it's like a new language almost. And you gotta like show your work too. That be blowing me.
Bro, that used to blow me, bro.
They did do that.
Show your work part, bro.
I'm a fail, bro. Nah.
Making me mad. Cause on who they really doing this to people?
I honestly feel like it's just for jobs for them people, honestly. They just trying to get a paycheck because you ain't teaching me nothing.
See, I'm glad you said that because like with my take on, did it prepare you? No, it didn't. So like school, all it does is prepare you to be a great employee. So you learn all these skills to be a great employee. That's what I feel school teaches you. Outside of school or graduate school, whatever, that's where you can potentially learn to be an employer, an entrepreneur. But I'm glad you did say that, Eli. That's my take on it. Plus, also with school, like you were saying, Sarah, they don't teach us the right things. Like for most African Americans, we don't learn our history in the educational system. We don't learn our true history.
That's another topic for the weekend.
I was just about to bring that up.
Right.
Go ahead.
I was about to say, like, you know, like it's things in our past that like they don't even teach us, things that we don't even know about. Like for an example, you know, it's getting more out there where people talking about the Tulsa massacre in Oklahoma, Black Wall Street and everything. So, you know, it's like things like that we should have been learned. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, how can I make a better future for myself if I can't learn from the things that I should have learned from my past?
Mm-hmm. That's wild. One of the first things in history that I can remember being taught, one about no black power, no black person doing something great, it was slavery. That was the first thing. You feel me? So yeah.
That blows the shit out of me. Like we didn't start as slaves. Like they don't even.
Come on now.
They only teach us things that are degrading.
Yeah.
Like they don't talk about what we was doing before we got enslaved. We were thriving, minding our black business over here in our community, you know what I'm saying? And then we just get bum rushed, kidnapped, raped, lied to, and we just, you know what I'm saying? Like that's very much up. But they don't want to tell us anything that will empower us. I think that's another thing. They don't want us to really know where we came from, because if we hear about how if we learn things that can empower us, I feel like it would be way too much. I don't know how to say it. I feel like if we know we came from good things, then we would know that we're destined for good things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't feel like they want us to know that. Right. They don't want us to know. They want us to feel like we were slaves.
Powerful we are.
Exactly. We are way more we are way more powerful. Like I can only name like a handful of Black historians that they talk about versus all the beautiful Black leaders that we had. Are you serious? Like if I go get an old textbook, it's not gonna tell me really nothing that really happened.
It's gonna be about some Rome, the emperor. or some
Exactly.
bush.
Or Christopher Columbus.
Let's talk about that because that.
Oh yeah,
He ain't discovered shit.
he full
Y'all
of
really?
cat.
Huh?
He full of cat.
Oh, I thought you said something else. But no, like it's frustrating and it's annoying because it's like, nah, my history is not just about enslavement. Like, yeah, we've been oppressed and abused and disrespected, but we have our own history outside of that, and we should hear about that. I never learned something. 2020 was the most educational year of my life. And I was not in a classroom. Like shit was coming out. Like I learned so much. So much. I can't say I learned anything from my education, honestly. I don't even remember what they told us in history. I don't.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that too, because I feel experiences, period, is like kind of what we learn from the most and what sticks with us the most. And also, like, falling back on the whole educational system, bruh, when I say we learn stuff we don't even use now, bruh, like the slope of a line, bruh. When am I going to use the slope of a line, bruh?
What is slope? Isn't that?
It's like, I think it was
MX,
y equals mx
plus
b.
b?
When am I going to use that, bruh?
Why do we know that by heart?
Right. Because of the testing, we're forced. It's like we're almost like forced to like ingrain this in our brains, but just for the testing, bro.
Oh my gosh, it's embarrassing. Like, what are y'all feeling? 8 hours out of our day, y'all. Monday through Friday, we leave the house and we get
got college classes. It's learning a psychology major, but you gotta take 4 math classes. What kind of sense?
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
What kind of sense does that make?
That's wild.
And then that can fuck up your GPA and keep you from obtaining what you was really there for.
Yeah.
Come on,
you
now.
feel me?
What the?
More math classes than I got classes for my major. That's crazy.
Right.
Bro, they act like you don't know how to count money. They act like we don't know how to just do simple stuff to get by in life. We don't have to do this hard math problems just to make it. You feel me?
Really?
That's stupid. Hey, and I'm gonna say this though. My history my college jump I had actually last semester. My history teacher, she was big on this Columbus thing. She actually opened my eyes to some things that I even didn't know. Because of course I knew black people, I knew Christopher was capping, I knew all that. But when she, like, the book that she made us read, it like told us about like how basically we was here first, and like little stuff from the plantain, the banana, like there was something called like a bottle board or something, and it's basically like stuff that we use today, like literally everything, like the spears, the weapons, they had the helmets. There was this one part in the book where it said like the white people basically, they saw these black people and they looked like militant people, like they had the whole armor on and it was glistening, it would look better than theirs, and they thought that they was like some like hitmen type, like they didn't know who the world they was. And it just shows you how like we was over there minding our business, rich, we all building, working as a team, and dudes coming over, seeing what we got, seeing that it's different, seeing we got a little culture with us too, there's a little swag with us too, it's different, you know what I'm saying? It's just, man, look,
see, people, this is another reason why y'all should educate yourself.
Yeah.
And for my brothers and sisters, y'all do y'all due diligence. Learn about our history.
Facts.
There's power. There's excellence. That's why I always believe we deserve more than just a month. We need more than a month. We need that whole year.
We need a life run.
Lifetime.
No,
But we still need our reparations.
Yes.
We really talking.
We're still getting traumatized. We're still oppressed. Like, this shit is real, and it's current, and it's disgusting. Like,
yeah.
It's so much to our history. It's so much to us. Like, we are such an amazing people. We really are.
No.
They don't talk about that. I'm sorry.
Black is beautiful.
It's nothing better. It's nothing better. It's nothing better.
Hey, I'm gonna say this too. I mean, this way left, but it's still kind of what they taught us. I mean, like, when it comes to Christianity, how many times we seen a white Jesus though? You get what I'm saying? I was taught that, like, when I got in school, man, they white Jesus had a little halo, little lamb. But I swear, bro. So you know my dad, you know, he deals in the Bible and he reads it. And I looked it up. There's plenty times I've seen it on. They said, I think it was Moses or some prophet. They said they saw God, and when they saw him, they said his hair was like sheep wool. And they said, and bro, if you think about it, Jerusalem and all that, them people, I'm like, bro, them people is, bro.
Yes.
Think about it.
Yes.
So, man, I ain't trying to hear all this bull crap what they talking about.
Yes.
You feel me? It's like, how can you not? It's just like, they said his hair was of sheep wool. I don't know no white dudes with no sheep wool. Like, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't.
His hair was coarse, and I remember learning about that too. They also talked about his skin tone.
Yeah.
He was like dark, like what was it like? It was some comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus was black, like
black.
No, like, bruh, and it's whitewashed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still respect Christianity and what it stands for, and it's whitewashed. Like, how do you describe Jesus as a black man and then advertise him as a white man? Like, make it make sense. They had this man pinned on the cross, and every representation. I've never seen a black man on the cross, ever, never. Like, with the thorns, the crown, and I'm just like, bro, who is this man? Who is this man? Like, when did he turn white? Who is that? I'm confused. They take everything. They take everything and they whitewash it, and it just becomes just tasteless. Just
see, people, we might have to do a separate episode just on our history. You feel me? So
yes.
Y'all had to stay tuned for that. Getting on to this next question. At what grade level do y'all feel like we learned about subjects that we didn't need or have to use?
6 through 12.
So you think after 5th grade is like everything past 5th we didn't need or have to we didn't need those subjects or have to use those subjects?
I mean, bro, because it was basically middle school, basically high school on a lower level.
Mm-hmm. And I was gonna say, like, as far as like, you know, in kindergarten, right? You learn your fundamentals, your reading, your writing, you know, your critical thinking.
That's the best.
Right. And as you progress in grade, you only enhance those fundamentals that you learn. So it's like at a certain point, you don't really need the extras. As far as like I guess you, like, for example, like the calculus, some of the elective classes too, you don't really need.
All that
started, I feel like that's, for me, I want to say it's about like 9th grade. So after middle school, I feel like we don't really need all those other subjects.
I was about to say probably about 10th grade for real, because it's just like when I look back on it, it's like after 10th grade, I'm just going from high school, like 11th and 12th, like for real. Like, I think about it, I ain't really learned much, nothing else important that I really needed from that point going forward. Because, you know, when you get to that point, at least, like, you got a good grasp of math and everything like that. You know your sciences, basic sciences well enough. And then, like I said, with your English and your reading and all that, you know, you got your critical thinking and reading and all that. You know, man, it's all right there.
So mine might sound a little extreme, but I'm gonna say first grade.
First grade?
First grade. I know it's OC, but literally, kindergarten, you learn 1 + 1, you learn how to write. I think, yeah, you learn how to read and all that. But first grade is really where they start teaching you about Christopher Columbus. Like, first grade is when they start teaching you about Harriet Tubman and like all the big names. And that's when they start feeding you bull. First freaking grade. I feel like that is the grade that everything starts to go downhill, because you're just starting to learn more stuff that does not freaking matter. Like, first grade off bus. I'm sorry. Kindergarten is the only thing that really makes sense.
So your answer is kind of like, you go into kindergarten, right? You like, all right, 1 + 1 = 2. Yep. Hey, you like reading. A apple fell off the tree. Okay, I got that. You know, writing. My name is okay. Got that. All right. We good.
That's it. Look,
good.
Hey,
we good.
Hey, I mean, we can advance with like the reading and stuff, you know.
Yeah, of course.
But when you get into, what is it called? Social studies.
Mm-hmm.
Cap. It's all cap. I mean, some of the things that they teach us is there's truth to it, but all the history that we have learned is whitewash.
Right. Like, it's truth to it, but it's a lot that's missing.
Yes, it's a lot. That's a lot that's missing.
I'm not lie. What I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, cause I feel like it do gotta depend on probably the person too and what they want. But like,
yeah, I was gonna say that too. Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for too.
What you mean?
But like, when I think about it, when I took these like my like the stuff that I didn't need for art, like I had to take psychology and all that, like learning the brain and all that. That was dope. That to me, I feel like if I learned that in high school or middle school, not no math and all that, just learning about the body, learning about, I mean, health class was cool. Health class was all right. Learning health, you know what I'm saying? That's a must probably, I feel like, but they just, it's whatever. But I feel like learning stuff like law, learning like basically these college courses, I feel like should be substituted for the courses in high school. And you feel me? Cause like I said, bro, my senior year, after going my freshman year, I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was just like high school. So they didn't train me for nothing. And I feel like if them classes was placed in high school, I would have took it more serious. I would have been, cause like, bro, learning about the brain was mind blowing, bro. Like the placebo effect, all that, bro. I remember all that stuck with me, because it's like true. Like if I put a pill in here and say it's some happy stuff, you dummies might think it's happy stuff, and it ain't. I got you. You feel me? But stuff like that was just, I was like, yo, word.
Bro, that's why I said 9th grade, because, bro, to me, high school, that's like where they should really start preparing us for like the real world.
Exactly.
That's really where we should be learning about the taxes, you know.
Taxes, real estate, investing.
Yeah, investing.
All that.
Yeah, all that, bro.
That's a shame. They
don't want everybody in.
Yeah, Kim.
They definitely don't want everybody in. That's why they hold that stuff back.
They want everybody that's not.
Bro, that's why I said it teaches people how to be good employees, not employers.
Yep. Hit it on the nail with that one, man.
Because what? Why would people as adults not tell us what we need to know?
Kill.
What is the reason? Like, no, I'm not. No. And then the way that they make college seem so like do or die.
Like it's necessary.
Yeah, that's
when there's so many other avenues to be able to build a life off of instead of going to college.
You know?
Like I said, when you really think about it, like I ain't gonna say with everybody, but like if you really think about it, like you should only go to college like if you got a real life career set in your mind that you know you can be able to make it off of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what's crazy now that you brought up college, bro? It's like now today they made it to where your diploma or your graduate after you graduate, that don't even like guarantee like you go on job or whatnot. Like the diploma don't guarantee nothing now.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I feel like the world is, bro. I feel like it's changing, bro. Honestly, I feel like
is, bro.
Yeah, it definitely. Cause like, when you think about it, like Kent said, everybody nowadays, you know, these little kids on the internet too. Everybody nowadays knowing this, you don't need school to make it in nothing. You don't need, bro. Nowadays, everybody's starting to get hip. Little kids, everybody, even old people, they like, man, let me get on this Bitcoin, you feel, you know, let me get a cryptocurrency, you know, just different stuff, bro. Tapping into different things. I mean, it's changing. But...
Oh yeah, and I wanted to bring up, like I was talking about earlier with the left brain, right brain.
Yeah, Matt.
As far as that, like I was saying, like with school, what we learn in school, that only feeds our left brain, our logic. Everything we learn, like our experiences, that's feeding our right brain. Now, if you think about it too, I feel like most of these like wealthy 1%ers or even the wealthy black folks, the reason they got to like where they were using most of their right brain, their creativity, thinking outside the box. You feel me?
Definitely.
And I feel like I mean it is some logic into like their plans, but most of them were using their right brain, their creativity.
Mm-hmm. That kind of, I heard about that before. I'm glad you touched on it because you know, like, bro, as you see, bro, I don't know jack half the time. Y'all be having to tell me sometimes. I don't learn nothing, bro. People, only things I learn is what it's like that gonna stick with me. The right, left brain, because like, bro, my left brain must be fogged up or like that joint muted. Like I don't know. My right brain though, you something, man. Listen, bro, what else the right brain got, man? You said creativity,
your intuition, you know, your what else I say? Your emotional intelligence.
Damn.
Things of that nature, bro.
See,
so just research, bro. Do some research on your left and right brain, bro. See what I'm talking about.
Hey, it's gonna mess around, bro. Every time we get on this jump, y'all give me ideas. Like, I'm just, bro. That's hard, bro. That's hard. I'm mind blown. See, that's how I was in that class. See,
yeah, bro. It really be the like the Einsteins in the classes, bro. That ain't even like paying attention to like the teacher. They just daydreaming about what to create for the future, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's using their right brain.
I was about to say, a lot of these like geniuses and leaders and you know, people that have really changed the world, it's known that they have like low I don't want to say low test scores, but the history of a lot of these quote unquote geniuses was that in the constructive way, like in the classrooms and in school, they didn't perform well.
Right.
And literally, I mean, some of them did, but a lot of them did not. And I think it's because their right brain, what you said, right, is creative.
Mm-hmm.
Their right brain was just active. Like, it was just, because that's how we're supposed to, like, I feel like being in touch with your creative side and being in touch with like what you love to do, that brings you more success than being in a box that somebody else has created for you. Like, I love that you taught us about left brain and right brain. I didn't know that.
About to get off.
And now it makes sense. Like,
oh my God, I'm putting that in my notes.
I'm so glad that I'm gonna research that, because why would they ever not feed our right brain? We have art class, okay? We need more.
Yeah.
We need more. We need a space to express what we actually want to do. Like, congratulations to anybody that ever got, a degree. With that, I feel like that's still a huge accomplishment. But I really feel like we should have all trade schools specific towards certain industries. I feel like having college where, like you said, a psych major has pre-calculus and statistics and shit and just irrelevant shit. Like, why am I learning that? And why it's so much. They really failed.
Completely.
They failed us. Honestly.
Wait, do we have to pay for high school and middle school? No? I was about to say, mama. Hey. Refund.
The refund. No, for real. Honestly, they need to refund us just for giving us that and then feeding us that craziness. Like, y'all had me up in the morning. I could have been in bed, but y'all want to teach me what a haiku is. Who the cares, bro? Who cares, dog? Like, that really blows me. We were writing essays.
That damn haiku shit.
And it's coming from somebody that writes poetry, like all of it. There were kids in there that felt like they were less than, maybe because they had ADHD, maybe because they were just uninterested or they wanted to work with their hands. Like, ask kids what they want to do. Like, kids know what they're interested in.
Sarah.
Kids know.
Listen,
instead of being sat in a classroom.
Instead of trying to follow a curriculum, listen to the actual students.
We need to speak on. She said ADHD and all that. Man, hold up, yo. Talk about how they disrespectful. Man, look, they try. I wish I could know half the shit my mama had to deal with. But like, yo, they try to say I was just. I was a problem, basically. I was unattentive. I'm not paying attention in school. So they try to put me on a plan. These in my science class, they had a mirror, black mirror, right? Whole time they was lying to us saying it was a projector and all that. It was for the principal to just stand there and like, they sent my mother in just to watch me, just to see how I would act. And she basically fired off on her. But after that, she fired off on her. I was chilling. I was in there minding my business. It's just that certain things, like you said, Sarah, ADHD, we ain't gonna, like, if we learn about some stuff that we don't really, like left brain, right brain would have had me quiet as, I would have had pen and paper in class. But learn about the other stuff, I'm going to talk to my friends. I'm going to look around. I'm going to probably get up, walk out. I don't know. Like, it's just stuff like that, bro. It's stupid, man. And then they try, the rules in school. Now, I'm not going to lie. The most thing I feel like school set me up for was communication and knowing people. Knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like, a couple fights, a couple problems, a couple girlfriends, learning stuff like that was, I feel like the most I learned people in school, bro.
But like, look, that ain't like learning from the teachers type. That's just like experience. That's experience.
Exactly. That's it. Literally what you said earlier.
Facts.
That's wild. Like, it's cool to be in a social setting, but like, no, like, children are energetic and we need to, I'm not a child no more, but kids really need to be understood and listened to, because if you have kids, you're forcing us to sit down, right, at a desk, and you're teaching us about that has nothing to do with anything. We spent like 15 days learning cursive.
Oh my goodness.
And dumb stuff. Like, I really can't believe that this is real. This is really what happens. And then you have the nerve to send us out into the world and require all these things of us, but you haven't trained us. You haven't given us none of the tools. You really wanted us to go out there and sink. So honestly, that's what the government wants. And I think that's exactly why they do that, because we depend on them. You feel me? Like, that's right where they want us. They want us to be uneducated. They want us to be vulnerable, and they want us to be in a state of lack where we need them for things. They don't want us to be self-sufficient or self-efficient. I don't know. Like, they don't want us to be independent or any of that, because then it's like, if we don't need them, then they feel like they don't have the power over us that they have established, and that's disgusting. But that's the truth, and it's offensive, because my children are not. Look, my kids gonna be straight, because I'm gonna teach them what they need to know. Like what? What are you talking about? How do I know the Pythagorean theorem? Please tell me. When am I gonna use that? Never. Probably never. Why the f did I read How to Kill a Mockingbird?
Remember that book?
Make it make
Everybody
sense.
read that book. Everybody.
But why didn't y'all? Huh?
We didn't even finish that joke when I did it.
I don't even remember if I did. I don't know what that book is about.
I don't even know what it's about for real.
I hate reading.
Like, honestly.
There's a tree. There's a hole in the tree. Like, that's what I remember. But you know what they did teach us? Credit scores. Why you didn't teach us about credit? If we need that to get a car, to get a house, to get an apartment, to get anything, why the f wouldn't you educate me on that? Why wouldn't you open up a secure credit card for every student and have us buy lunch with it? You feel me? Have us build our credit. Since y'all want to charge us, do something.
Why they ain't have a financial literacy class? Why you teach the importance of investing our money?
Yeah. Why did they did have a financial literacy class, but didn't actually teach nothing in it?
You right, Miss Pace.
They over there giving crossword puzzles in that class. Like what?
For real, bruh.
Like what?
Like it's upsetting. Literally, they let us down, and I'm fully coming for all the adults. Cause why the f wasn't my parents questioning this? Why wasn't you calling the school? Like, why y'all not teaching? They should have set us up. You know how you can do fake investing with, like, what is it? I don't know what it's called, but it's something where you can play with fake money and practice your ability to invest and do stocks or whatever. They should have literally set us up with like a fake occupation, fake pay stubs, so we could do fake taxes. You know what I'm saying? Like, teach us the routine so that when it's real, when it's time, let's do that shit. You should have sat us down, like, this is a W-2, this is a 1099, like, all of that stuff that I had to learn the hard way, that we all had to learn the hard way.
Everybody over there struggling to do taxes because ain't nobody learned none of that in school.
Thank you, dog. Struggling. You know what? I'm looking at our parents funny, because why y'all didn't sit me down and teach me the real too? Like, what's really going on? Why is it not? What am I missing? Like, my parents definitely should have sat us down and taught us a lot. You know, they're not innocent in this neither. They getting some heat too. Cause best believe my children are going to be, oh my God, educated, protected, all of that shit. Trust. Trust.
Oh yeah, and speaking on what you said earlier, Eli, with the EHD, like a lot of schools, well, the educational system or a lot of teachers, they don't recognize, like, it's 100 times harder for people that got the learning disabilities to learn or focus on what they try and teach. Because you know nowadays. Oh, what you say?
They look down on you when you have it too. Right,
and that's discouraging to those with the learning disabilities. And not only that, if you just like look at it, a lot of teaching is like from projectors, like, so the kids got to try to follow like what the teacher trying to teach, and it's not it's not like any hands-on anymore.
Yeah.
And teachers got their favorites too, bruh.
They sure do.
They teachers, man. I had a couple teachers that I like, that I feel as though like me too, but it was only like one or two. And it's just, man, these teachers, I feel like, man, like I said, they there for the paycheck. They don't care. They really don't care. Of course, they don't want to get in trouble, so they go on and teach something, but
what I will say, some of these teachers care. That's one thing. Some of these teachers connect to their students and let them know, like, you can tell when they actually want you to succeed versus they're there for an occupation. But I'm telling you, the fact that I can remember 2 teachers that really cared about their students and the rest of them were just fed up. And I think it's all around difficult. It's the environment, especially now. Learning is virtual. How are you supposed to make sure that your students are learning if it's behind a screen? And then it's like, it's very sad. And then there's students with ADHD or the students that just don't care, like they're discouraged. And now they feel like they're less than because they can't focus, because what they're learning is irrelevant or uninteresting or has nothing to do with anything. Like, it's really, really, really sad. Like, it makes me upset because some of these kids really just be wanting to try. Kids like knowing that they're doing the right thing. Like, kids like knowing and feeling like they're smart or like they're succeeding. You know?
Yeah.
That's why you gotta affirm kids and be like, good job. But like, how are you supposed to do that if it's so many issues with our education system.
I get up in the morning.
Right. 7:30 a.m. Fluorescent lights. And you want me to tell you what is that circle called? With the pie and the metric circle?
Oh, it's got a line?
It has lines and it has fractions all over the circle. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like, it was in pre-calculus.
Oh, you advanced for me.
You advanced for me. You lost me. You went to pre-calculus.
Y'all didn't
advanced for me.
I took calculus 1. I still don't remember that. I think I know what you're talking about with the
He's advanced.
I think I know what you're talking about.
But honestly,
like
I did
3 pi. They had like 3 pi,
yes.
2 pi. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. That joint blew me.
It's very much pointless. But Elijah, when you said I'm advanced or whatever, one thing I will say, I took AP classes and I took high advanced classes, and that means absolutely nothing.
Oh yeah.
Like, that shit means absolutely nothing. Like, that shit also gets to me because it kills kids' self-esteem. Because there are things like TAG, which is talented and gifted. Then there's AP classes, AP courses, and then there's regular courses, and it's just like, it's such a competitive environment, and that's not how you're supposed to learn. Like, you're learning to compare yourself to other people. You feel me? Like, when the teacher would pass out your tests, the graded tests, and like the lower scores would get the paper face down. It's just embarrassing. Like, it's an environment of embarrassment and competition. Like, report cards.
You know how many of those I got?
You said what?
How many of those I got? Teacher would just shake their head, bro.
That's crazy.
That's wild. School is wild.
Right? It is. And I don't see it changing. Because nobody's speaking up. Like, speak up for the babies.
You want to know what the other country, like, it makes you think about what the other countries do. Like China, they school system, I know it's probably work. I don't know.
They be on it. They be in school 6 days a week. They only get 1 day off.
That's disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
That's absolutely trifling. Because who learns like that? We are humans. See, that's that left brain.
That's that boot camp right there. Jesus.
That's that left brain prison.
Right. Yeah.
I bet they do nothing expressive with their hands, nothing to really like wake up their mind. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to be doing work all day? We're not even meant to operate like that as humans. You know, we're creative as hell. We are all creative. And some people don't get to tap into that because they never had any motivation. They never had anybody to let them know that it's okay to do something that is not necessarily productive.
Facts.
You know, that's really sad.
Oh, goodness, yeah. That could be like family too, man. Family. I remember growing up, bro. All I heard sometimes, you gonna be a doctor. You gonna be. Like, look at little Eli. He gonna be something, man. Like, man, I'm thinking in my head, boy. I see my sister coming home lit. I'm trying to do that. My sister, she would come home from Morgan lit. I'd be like, damn. Okay, Erica. All right. They be like, look at Eli. He gonna be this and that. I'm thinking on my mind, I want to wrestle. I want to play drums. Yeah. I don't want to do nothing dealing with school, like dealing with math and science. I just want to do something fun. I want to do something with my hands. Like, tired. I want to do something. Like, wrestling is, let that be a class. Let people learn how to fight. Let people learn how to, I don't know.
Self-defense class. Yeah.
You feel me? For the females too. We need all that. Yeah. We need advanced health. Like, we need health to be turned up a notch. Because all I remember health was putting them little goggles on, the little drunk goggles to tell you not to drink. What was it? Little sexually transmitted diseases. They ain't really go in on that. They would, you would just do it for like a day or two. It's over. Learn about something else. I feel like all the other stuff in life, man, like the important stuff, they need to switch it. Whoever, Sarah, I think you said it. Whoever made this whole plan is just, they on that Zaza, like they fried.
They are fried, and it's very strange. What they require versus what they provide is just it's off.
Terrible.
It's off. That really.
The pacer test for. Oh yeah, I do. Bruh, it would be, them teachers knew better too. It would be the biggest class, and his self-esteem would be down. He'd be like, everybody gotta do the pace. Everybody just like, oh shit.
It's funny because you said that, because every time we had the pacer test, bruh, it's like, we'll try to get hurry up and get that jump done so we can like have free time and hoop.
But niggas be trying to do that jump for like 70 to 80, 100 sometimes just to show off. Yep. Soccer players. The soccer players every time.
Bruh, competing, bruh. But yeah, but like you were saying, sir, there are some of those teachers that like actually care. Like, if I can remember, one of my teachers, my 5th grade teacher, I believe, his name was Mr. Navies. He was like into like the black empowerment and everything like that. So he would go outside the curriculum sometimes and teach about our black heroes, our true black heroes. Mm-hmm. So there are some teachers that actually care about students and want them to actually learn what they're supposed to be learning. But that's slim though. It's a slim margin.
It is. It's sad.
Yeah. At the end of the day, people, y'all make your own decisions. This is our opinions.
It's your world, man. Live it.
World.
Do it.
Right.
I don't even know what I just said.
Yeah. But for this last question, we probably touched on it. What do y'all think needs to happen in terms of the educational system? Like, what changes would y'all like to see?
I want to see
more stuff that a person likes. Whatever they need to sit down, like a guidance counselor. You need to pull them in the room. What do you like, young man and lady? What do you want to do? Like, real talk. Not what your parents said, not what your auntie, your grandma. What your little ball self want to do? Like, what do you want to do, bro?
Or not even what you want to do. What do you enjoy? Because I feel like what do you want to do puts pressure. It's just like, damn. Yeah. And then they don't teach you that you can have career changes or multiple careers. They don't teach you that either. They really make you feel like it's one road. You got to do it, and you have to go to college for it, and you have to just deal with it. Like, they're not careful about that at all. I feel like they need to be more intentional. I feel like we just need more intentional educators, more intentional curriculums, and just we need to be more careful with our babies. Like, We have to be more careful with our children. They are the future, whether you want to believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to make sure that they are in a position where they're going to thrive, not where they'll be confused or, you know, looking for answers when it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
You should never do that. You should never set us up like that. It's wild.
Hey man, and bring recess back to all grades. I need free time in the day. I don't need just cafeteria. I need to go out and just chill with the homies in high school. I need recess.
You are correct. Why didn't we have recess in high school?
It's time to just dip. Just time to chill for a minute. Chill on the yard. Just chill, man.
See, they teach us young, subliminally, that going outside and just being is for kids. It is not just for kids.
Oh.
That's crazy that you said that. I never connected that. They literally are teaching us that you have to grow out of free time.
That's crazy.
They ain't trying to let us feed our right brain, dog. That's what.
Yeah.
Because they know. See, one thing that I realized, the people that really are in charge, that are running this shit, know the secrets. They know what it is. They already know how energy works, and like the law of attraction. They know the basic like ins and outs of us, because you have to know your prey. You have to study your prey before you attack. You feel me? That's why it's strategic. That's why it's so deep rooted, because I feel like they already know how dangerous we could be if they allowed us to feed our creative side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they were to give us the real tools, we wouldn't be their puppets. They wouldn't have that type of control. So I feel like they already know how the brain works. They probably know a lot of shit, and they're like, all right, bet. So if they can do this, if we give them that, then let's take it away. Like, let's make sure they don't have access to none of that. And that's exactly what they did.
This is wild. Like, y'all think about it, bruh. Like, I feel like everybody's like their most creative when they were younger.
Yep.
Like,
Oh man.
like just think about it. Like we just randomly like, let me try this real quick, see if it works.
Exactly.
Get right in trouble.
In trouble or get hurt, bro. I'd be like, nah, we ain't gonna do this no more. But at least we had tried, bro. Like, we're thinking, bro. Our mind is racing.
Yeah, man.
We don't have the fear of, oh my God, this might not work. We just going out there. We just doing that. You know what I mean? That's the same with meeting people. Like, you just make friends. Easy.
Yeah.
Like, easy. Like, don't even think about it. They're like, I mean, kids are just beautiful. Kids are amazing.
Wow. You do make
Learn
friends
from them.
easily.
Yeah. Everybody's just out here just being them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody's worried about the bills or how they look. Like,
Everybody
kids
say
are just-
insecurities, all that.
Yeah.
They're just out here. We need to learn from kids. We need to treat each other like kids. That's what I always say.
Listen, when I have a kid, I'm going back to my kid form. We gonna do all that,
Yeah, you gotta teach teach your kids about wrestling, bro.
Oh, for sure, bro. For sure.
Growing up on the
Everybody.
WWE,
Oh yeah.
SmackDown, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, our kids ain't gonna know that stuff. That's so heartbreaking, low key. But we gonna tap them in. Long as this technology's still around, so I can look it up, show them, pull it up on TV. You know what I'm saying? Just tell them about it. 'Cause 9 times out of 10, little kids, you tell them something, you like, my dad lying. All right, dad. But yeah, bro, that's mind blowing. Oh my God, all the stuff. Basically, just get them intact with everything we did. Kind of everything we was into, almost everything that we knew about back then. You know what I'm saying? That's
Basically, bro.
Matt, you blowing my mind again.
Everybody just tell their kids, bro.
I'm be like, little boy.
Growing up,
you
remember what
daughter,
you're doing and feed that. Feed yourself. Feed that in the creative side. Don't forget that.
Mm.
feed the inner creative side. That's what he just said. This nigga been.
Just remember everything. Remember your whole childhood. Feed
Facts.
your childhood, feed your creative side. Remember all that.
Don't ever stop.
Don't ever stop.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Right.
We got any closing remarks? Education.
Educate yourself, people.
Yeah, knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you feel is right.
Yeah. Educate yourself.
One teach one. Each one teach
One
one.
teach one.
Spread that knowledge, please.
And invest in yourself. Always.
Definitely, always.
The world is too cold. It's too cold out here, man. Nobody love you. Hey, you better go get it. You better go
Man
get
said
it.
nobody love you.
Yep, do your due diligence, people. Do your due diligence.
And make sure you subscribe to my man's channel off Bucks.
Yes, sir.
Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know that I'm doing something right.
Yes.
It's
The
right.
vibe, man. Preaching some real wisdom, man. This what the people needed, Matt.
Yep.
That's what the people
I'm trying to
needed.
get to people, bro. That's what I'm trying to get to people.
Hey,
I
bro, I'm
appreciate
stop
that. Look.
calling you dirt.
You
The
said,
boys.
I know that's right.
bro. But I appreciate y'all, bro. Look, this wouldn't be intellectually speaking without y'all too.
Shit, man. I appreciate you inviting me. Shit, man.
It's right.
Hey, I wouldn't be here if you ain't inviting me, so it's still on you.
You know, I had to bring the fam, bro.
Yes,
I
sir.
had to. It was only right.
Yeah, I'm hyper, bro. I got ADHD, bro. That shit don't stop. My child won't be the same way, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, but before we get out of here, as y'all heard, y'all please like, comment, subscribe. You know, it's more on the way, a lot more on the way. You know, we got a range of topics we're gonna tap into a range. Y'all just have to tune in to see. For this top 5, y'all gonna have to tune into the next video to find out what we talking about. You feel me? But this has been the 6th episode of Intellectually Speaking. Once again, I'm your host, Matt. We got the fam, we got Sarah, Eli, and Ken in the building. Appreciate y'all tuning in again. Hope this brighten your day. Hope this
The right brain.
yeah. The right brain fed the right brain, as well as the left. I mean, yeah. Well, once again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we out.